Hi everyone, I'm in my kitchen right now. During these next few videos, I'm going to share some of the strategies that I use to manage my money. Instead of just doing one long video, I'm going to do several shorter ones that will help a person pick and choose if it's for them or not. So what I'm going to talk about in this video has to deal with meal preparation. Just before I get into it, it's obvious I'm in my house coat right now. This is what my hips and knees are needing. Please try to ignore it as best as you possibly can. So what I've got beside me is a single serving rice cooker. So it's got a really wee pot. It holds 5 cups of cooked rice at the most. This is small enough that you can actually do a single serving of brown rice in it. Now, why this is significant is if you're living by yourself, you need a strategy for meal preparation that will still let you have healthy nourishment. So I can remember different people in their senior years trying to figure out what they were going to cook and really struggle to know just because things aren't made small enough. So having a rice cooker like this works really well. Now, the size of this pot, it's also large enough that you could use it to cook a small stew, like you could do meat and some type of vegetable and rice. You could do something potato based in there, and this will sense when it's warmed up and you'll see the light change from cooking to warm. So the reason I bring this up is an alternative to going out for restaurant food and spending more money. You know, for restaurants doing their job right and they've priced their food right, they have to charge roughly 3 times the cost of the food to pay for the labor and the overheads of their expenses. So it's easier to cook at home. So what I would suggest you do is either most rice cookers, including this one, come with a recipe book to give you some ideas of tasteful food. There's also no lack of them online. So what I'm kind of hinting at is that you take time to build the skill set of cooking for 1 or maybe cooking for 2. Now, another strategy that I use is cooking ahead and then freezing. So over here, it's just off the video, is my slow cooker. It's a family size, so it can make about 8 to 12 meals for me, depending on if it's soup or if it's more hearty. And I've got 2 chest freezers on the other side of the kitchen that store the meals after they're prepared. It's a way of working around it being easier to cook for a family than just cooking for 1. My extended family has helped offer one of the things aren't going well strategies for me. One of my uncles and aunts provides me with restaurant gift cards. So it's either an opportunity for me to go out if I'm wanting to go out, or if I'm not doing well, I can get an order of meal in here to make my life easier and be focused on the needs of my body. It's something you could think about for Christmas or for your birthday. What is it that would make your life more helpful? I mean, I've got a countertop dishwasher to the right of me. You know, maybe it's that you need a new rice cooker. Maybe it's that a family member could sit down with you and make a list of the types of foods you'd like to eat, and then they spend 2 or 3 days looking and building up a recipe repository for you, that will be applicable to you. So if you're gluten-free, the family member could go look for gluten-free recipes that would help you in your life in a meaningful and tangible way. You know, I don't always think about using money as a gift. There's the gift of time, and there's the gift of your talents or your abilities that you can share with someone else. Now the same thing back here, this is my little coffee maker. And again, I've got a single serving one here, or maybe 2 or 3 people at the most. And what this allows me to do is if I've got company here, so let's say one of the youth or young adults in the community has stopped by, I can visit while having coffee with them, or I could use this to warm up water and make me a hot chocolate. There's different ways of doing things. So I've really focused in on the appliances that are helpful to me. You know, what I like about the coffee maker and the rice cooker is the heat drops way down after it's cooked. It manages the risks of a fire. So the same thing with my oven, it's got a timer on it. And so when I came home from my last surgery, you know, I was really weak. And I genuinely didn't know if I could keep myself awake for the 20 minutes it would take to warm up a meal. But I knew if I fall asleep, the oven would be off and I had nothing to worry about. So I had a whole bunch of meals ready in the freezer at that time. So what I'm saying to you is to get together with a close friend, or if you're part of a group on Facebook that deals with your illness, make yourself a list, brainstorm with others, and ask others what works for them, and then some ideas will be for you, some ideas won't be. It's the same in this video. You're not me, and some of the ideas I use won't be helpful to you for where you're at in life right now. But you can glean from others by just starting to ask questions and then having an open mind so that they could speak into your life and really help you and help you plan ahead. So overall, if money's tight, cooking at home and specifically finding food that's tasteful to cook at home with is the strategy that I would suggest to you in this video. It's something for you to chew on, and I'd be happy to talk about this more in the comments as well. I'm sure there are other people that can contribute their ideas themed around the kitchen, and I would encourage you to contribute to this. I'm certainly not the only one going through challenges with the hips and knees and ankles, and I would want you to participate so that your comment or your strategy is there for when other people find the video and have come there for hope and help. Thanks so much for your time today. Bye for now.